All right, guys, we're back. So I wanted to go over this, right? So this is the Throne of Eldraine case break review with Direct. So I cracked the 6 boxes, sold all of it on Direct. The rares are mostly gone. The mythics are completely gone. And I have a little bit of foil. I have the foils left and all the uncommon and common bulk. What I have taken out of the case so far is around $500 to $550. I was into the case for 600, I believe. I have a bunch of bulk left over and enough foils to kind of basically make up the last $200 to $300 that I'm going to make out of that without any problems. But right around that like 525, 550 mark, I think is where I had. I have to go up and add every little card individually together because there's like common bulk, uncommon bulk, etc. But the rares, mythics, etc., I'm around 500 to 550 net. That's perfect, which basically means my breakdown in the case at 600, I will make between $60 and $120, which is awesome. So I can't really complain. And that will be I'll get $1 or $2 a month, $3 here, $4 here, $3 here, $1 here, $2 here, and that'll basically be funneled out over the next like almost knocked that over, next 2 to 3 years, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm okay waiting to make back that last $50. I don't mind. The other big update that we had is the next couple of sets that we're going to be looking at purchasing for mass openings. I'm not going to say their names yet, but I'm going to do probably 50 boxes at a minimum. I'm going to shoot for 100. I've acquired 40 or 45 of one already and a couple of CBs for it, so it is a newer set, I will say that much. You're welcome to comment down below which one you think I'm going to do next. But the reason I'm targeting this set in particular is, again, the common cycle and land cycle is really good in it. The rare and mythic cycle is freaking amazing, and the demand on a lot of those cards is super, super high, and the box prices are almost 50% under the average EV. This, quite literally, is the exact same situation that I saw with Modern Horizons 1, and I have been making over $300 a box consistently on MH1. Like, if I keep my singles at the low, I'm pushing 1,500 to 2,000 a week. If I keep them kind of like, if I keep most of it bumped like 4 or 5 one-person cards above the low, usually I'm averaging about 800 to 1,000 a week, and I still have thousands, I mean there's literally thousands of rares and mythics left to push through. I have enough cards to continually cycle like that for probably 6 months at least, which means averaging, let's say let's go low, right? And do $500 a week times 6 months. That's $12,000. On top of the 6 to 7,000 I've already pulled out of it, that's 18 grand. Like, and I'm going to be full disclosure, I don't even have all the commons sorted and ballisted yet, but like I have most of it sorted now, and I still have like 3 colors left to finish, and then it's all going to get alphabetized into a big tower, and then I'm going to split it down into like smaller quantities of certain cards so that I can like get to it a little bit easier to restock with. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy that's how that worked. And the fact that it's so deeply inverted is just mind-boggling to me. Like, these sets shouldn't be this inverted, but they are. And for some reason, people are just terrified of purchasing this stuff, opening it, and just going after it. So it's fine. I'm going to go after it. And the reason I am a little bit sweaty is I already cleaned the pool, took some stuff to the post office, shipped out another direct order, packed a bunch of other orders, got some cases shipped out, broke down like 15 cases of Flesh and Blood today. Oh, and I slept until 9:30 after my Vegas trip, which was fantastic. Oh, the videos from that. Whew. But yeah, that's the kind of the Throne of Eldraine case update I wanted to do, right? I said I was going to do that in one of the videos that I was uploading on that. I actually ended up losing one of the videos somehow. I don't even know where it went. I think it got dead when I reset my computer, when I rebuilt my computer when it died. Yeah, unfortunate that happened, but it is what it is. But yeah, so the 6 videos all went up, 5, insert air quotes, and we did fairly well on those. Obviously, we hit the Great Henge. We didn't hit a foil Great Henge. We hit a lot of the foil lands and stuff, though. We hit plenty of good foil uncommons and commons. The set is good. I bought too high at $100 a box, probably, because, like, again, ideally I want more room than 100 to 120, because because I think the EVO and Eldraine is like 120, and I was pretty close to that once you factor in the rest of the junk. But, you know, there's fees. I pay a bunch of direct fees. So, like, you know, I probably sold almost $650, $700 worth of cards, but the net to me was around 550, 525, somewhere in there. So, you know, it's, you gotta take the hits and come as they go kind of thing. But the interesting part with all of that was that even though I paid more for it because it was part of a big bulk deal to get other stuff, the other stuff I made shit tons of money on. Like, I made oodles of money on the rest of it. I have an agreement with a local LGS that I pack out collector boxes to them so they can sell them for free at their local prices for whatever. They take 10% after the fees that they pay for the CCs and stuff, and then, you know, I get the rest of it, which means I get over TCG low on boxes. They make some free money. They don't have to lock capital up in it. It's a good time for everyone. I like it. Easy day, easy day. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with that stuff. The interesting part that we're seeing now is with these box prices starting to increase, and with the play boxes in particular. What does this mean? Why does this affect how I'm using that to buy cards and boxes to open specifically? Play boxes cut the commons in half. Now, what does that mean? Well, initially you're like, oh, it doesn't matter, they're commons. But here's the thing. Wizards is trying to push standard and modern formats and these other formats that include 4x of cards. It doesn't take a ton for a card to even be included as a meme or partially viable to destroy supply. We have seen this over and over and over again. Like a great example is like the reparations buyout from Mirage Rares recently. It's an older set, granted, but like it went from $1 or $2 to $4 to 30 plus in like 2 weeks. And this is a rare. Now imagine you take that with a common that hasn't been printed enough or as often as that used to be the case, and all of a sudden your potential supply is cut in half. So let's say like they include a common like Ephemerate into a future play box, and it's like, oh, we need that so bad. But half of them are printed, so you're not really adding that much to the supply, but everyone still needs 4 of them in their deck. So are you really adjusting and fixing the problem? And every time we see a common enter that cycle of demand where that needs to be a 3 or 4x or even a 2x in a deck, and there is just a large enough demand for it, it's going to eradicate supply. There's 30 to 40 million players of Magic. Most of them are probably in the US. And you have a massive, massive paper market, and people don't mind spending $1 or $2 to get 4x of a card sent to them that they need in their deck. They're not going to proxy a 2-penny card. They're not going to proxy a $1 card. They're probably not going to proxy a $3 card most of the time, because like to go pay for a proxy and get it shipped to you is going to be $3 or $4 or $5 a card anyway. So there's not really any incentive or gain to proxy a card that's worth $1 effectively to their door, or even $2. So like these cards that I'm sitting on hundreds of copies of, all it takes is one deck for them to be suddenly a 58-cent card, and I'm now sitting on thousands and thousands of dollars of commons. Like, that's it. And because you gotta remember, some of these commons I have literally thousands of copies of across multiple sets that they've been reprinted in. You know, let's say it's printed in Conspiracy, and I don't know. I know it's probably not. There's probably not overlap, but let's say it's like printed in Conspiracy and MH1. I have thousands of both of the commons from all of those sets, and like it's combined, it's thousands and thousands of cards. So you know, one of those cards going from 5 or 10 cents to 50 cents is a huge, huge, huge price swing when you have that kind of volume to deal with. And then you factor in, let's say it goes to $1 or $2 because you know it's like Ephemerate and it's a super in demand card. All of a sudden now I have almost $10,000 in commons just sitting in a box. So like that's the potential swings that I'm watching and looking for. And I'm hoping to capitulate on those and capture them with these mass openings of these older sets that still have 9 to 10, 11 commons in them, because that value is not appreciated properly yet. And I don't mind acquiring that value and basically taking advantage of it and just abusing the living crap out of it. Because it doesn't take a whole lot for those cards to spike up like that, and I really want to be in a position to take advantage of it. As I get this stuff cataloged, sorted, moved, inventoried, I get more stuff listed, more boxes in here, more sets up. I'm about to push a huge, huge number of cards onto TCG Player because my Conspiracy 2 is now done almost. BFZ is almost done. OGW is almost done. I think DTK and like 2 other sets are almost done as well. MH1 is almost done, which means I'm going to have another massive amount of inventory get pushed onto Direct. And it's going to be interesting to see when we go from, you know, 2 or 3 orders from Direct with $300 to $700 an order to 3 or 4 orders a week with $300 to $500 an order. And like every time I inventory and add more inventory, it's more stuff that gets listed, more stuff that gets bulked out, more profit that comes in, more stuff that gets added to the war chest. This entire system has been highly efficient and highly effective, and it's just taking time to really get it scaled and moving appropriately. But if I'm going to add more inventory to that, I need to be very particular and very specific on where I target and where I add, because I need to be efficient with my time. It's why I had to bring on an employee. It's why I'm thinking about bringing on a second person even, maybe. I might even bring his brother in during the summer to have him help too, just so I can get through the backlog of stuff that I have and get everything unpacked and moved and sorted and done, just because there's so much stuff. It all needs to get done. So, and the faster I can get it sorted, listed, prepped, and monetized, then the faster and more efficient I can be with all this stuff. We're moving through product very quickly. Things are moving. It's going fast. It's moving quickly. And this is all super good. And these are good problems to have. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of do a quick update video. I'm going to keep this around like that 12-13 minute mark. That way there's no swear words or naughty words at the end of the back half of the video. But yeah, so the Eldraine break did really good. I'll be honest, if I can find more cases, I would prefer to pay about 90 a box. That would be like the real sweet spot for me, is like 90 a box. That would be perfect. I would buy 100 boxes at 90 like right now, no questions asked. Then that gives me a little bit more wiggle room on the profit point, and I can recoup my numbers much more conveniently, because I don't mind, again, I don't mind cycling my money quickly and then sitting on bulk and letting bulk drip out $5, $10, $20, $30 a week, month. You know, it's fine. My direct order earlier from the weekend, I had, I think, 5 or 6 Eldraine commons on it. It's fine. I don't mind. That's, you know, 50, 70 cents that I'll make from the weekend. Cool. That's fine. Don't mind that at all. It's easy. Even if it's only like 35 cents to me after I, you know, make my money back, or after the direct fees and stuff, you know, I'm still looking at, you know, multiple orders a week, so I'm getting $1 or $2 a week out of this bulk, times 4 weeks, so that's $8 to $10 a month in bulk from Eldraine, like, consistently. Like, it's fine. I don't mind. You know, 6 weeks of that, and I'm in the profit. Oh wait, it's been 6 weeks since I cracked those cases, so I guess I actually am in the profit. So my case is paid for. Huzzah! But yeah, so that's kind of just the interesting update I want to go over. I am working on getting the foil master set of Modern Horizons 1 together. I've been so swamped, it's been hard to do. I'm actually probably going to take that with me to the show for Minneapolis this weekend, and I might actually take my heavy hitters foils with me and finish that binder as well, because I am bad with my time, not really, and I've just been so busy, it's hard to really sit down and get all that stuff done. And you know, at the event, it'll probably be like a really good time to just sit down. I'll have a couple hours at night, a couple hours in the morning, and I can just grind that kind of stuff out really quickly and just be done with it, and that'll be pretty sweet. But I'm definitely doing that. That's a good idea. So yeah, that's what I'll do with that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video, guys. But you know, this has been pretty spicy. I'm gonna go on a date with the wife tonight, and we're gonna have some fun. We've been watching Lord of the Rings in the theaters. It's the special extended editions. They're very long. But I love Lord of the Rings, and she loves Lord of the Rings, and I don't think either of us really got to see them in theaters when we were little. So this is giving me it's kind of an awesome experience for us. We get to go see the movies in the theaters the way they were originally shown, and it's been kind of fun. But yeah, guys, on that note, though, if you want to get a hold of me and purchase some slabs, let me know. I posted some on Facebook the other day, and a bunch have already sold. I have more stuff coming. If you have interest in the Tabernacle or the Mishras that we pulled on the channel, the Mishras was pulled by Dan over at Rudy's, I believe, and the Tabernacle was actually literally pulled by Rudy at my house. I do want a premium for them because they were pulled on the channel. There's literal provenance. The people that pulled them are crazy. Like, that's some iconic stuff right there. Like, that's awesome stuff. Like, that's just awesome history of Magic right there. But yeah, I do want some premium for them. Not like anything crazy. I'm looking for 25% over raw. Not trying to go nuts, but like, it would be kind of neat to get a premium for them. So if you guys are interested in those, let me know. But yeah, guys, I'll talk to you soon. See you guys later. Thanks for the support, and bye-bye for now.